get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Oh, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, yeah. Ooh, come on now. Get up, get up, get up, yeah, yeah. Get up, get up, get up, get
Get out of bed. Come on, kids. Get up. It's summertime. All right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for tuning into The Source, WOCA. 74 degrees here at the Paddock Mall, which I think was my home this weekend.
Yeah, it was. We were here, sort of.
We were next door.
That's
a few doors down.
Yes, we were.
So good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. It's Monday morning, and as beautiful as it is, you know what you do? You take a point away because, you're really never going to get into this day unless it's your vacation. Then you're getting into it. But otherwise, the rest of us, take a point away. Hold on to it. Give it to yourself on Friday. That's when you'll be happy to have an extra point.
There you go. Yeah.
It is a nice day out there. Beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Palm trees are all lit up from the sunshine. Gary, got a good show planned. Later on this morning, I'm going to tell you this part first before I tell you the first part first, because it's got to do with this part. Angie Boynton is coming in at 9:05. As you know, she's a school board member, and she's also running to keep her job as a school board member. So she's coming in. WOCA has offered all candidates 10 minutes of free time.
Yes.
Those who want to take advantage of it are welcome to come on the air for 10 minutes. And the FCC rules are very stringent when it comes to political appearances on the radio. I'm assuming it's all broadcast media. But anyway, so it has to do with how much free time is allowed. And so this year, 10 minutes is not a bad time, except for the fact that it doesn't really give us an opportunity to have any hardball questions, which, it's okay. But I do want to bring up some of the topics. I don't know if they're considered hardball questions, but so that's, I wanted to tell you that Angie's coming in at 9:05. So 7:35, I want to talk about the elections in general. This Saturday is the first day of early voting here in Marion County. Today is the first day of early voting in some parts of Florida, but in Marion County it starts this Saturday, in case you didn't know. Of course, you could do the mail-in ballot, which if you go to the Wesley Wilcox site, the votemarion.com, right? .com. Yep. You'll see that the only results so far are the mail-ins. It's interesting that people have mailed them in already. But anyway, so 7:35, some of the ballot questions: who's running, who's not running. I've got a sample ballot from both the Republican and the Democratic parties. Because it is a primary, obviously. So we will talk about that, and maybe even dig a little deeper than the surface level factual stuff, and get your thoughts and our thoughts on the issues that we should be concerned about. Maybe today we could focus exclusively on the schools, but not necessarily. We could a lot of these things, like the gay marriage thing. I mean, that's in the state, and it's just a mess. But anyway, so we'll do it at 7:35, huh?
I like it. No excuse not to vote because you've got all these opportunities.
That's true.
No
really
excuse not to vote.
News Bites at 8:35. That's where we try to turn off our opinion, and we do pretty good at that for the most part. It is a news intensive or news focused segment, and it's also abbreviated news. So we take the news and we get to the point and move on to the next story. For the most part, once in a while there's a little extra added to it, but most importantly is you get the news agency information. You can look it up if you want to know more. And as I mentioned, Angie Boynton coming in at 9:05. She'll have her 10 minutes, and if you're a candidate for any race at all, you're entitled to 10 minutes here for free on WOCA. You got to schedule it, though, and don't expect it. Don't just say, I'm going to snap my fingers and be on tomorrow.
Exactly.
And if you're on Buddy's show in the afternoon, on Buddy and Tom's show, then that's your 10 minutes. It's not
Yes.
10 minutes per show.
No.
It's 10 minutes, period.
Exactly.
Sound like we're being hard-nosed, but hey, this is the FCZ. If you got a problem, you have to ask them.
Yeah, but you could also pay for advertising.
Well, that's... Yeah, and then the rules are... Then there are no rules.
Yeah.
You can buy as much as you want. It's true.
Right, exactly.
It's true, but the FCC has rules about that, so we
That's
have
right.
to abide by them. 9:20 today, Ted Broer is coming on. He's going to talk about the Ebola outbreak.
Yep.
9:35 today, Dale McCowan is coming on. He's the recipient of the Harvard Humanist of the Year Award. His book is called In Faith and in Doubt. He is a agnostic/atheist, correct?
Yes.
Doesn't believe in God.
Right.
His wife, however, is a devout believer. I think she's a Christian, right?
Yes.
Anyway, so he has written a book about how religious believers and non-believers can create strong marriages and loving families. Now you know why he's considered the humanist of the year.
That's right.
She wouldn't be considered a humanist.
No.
I know there's a religious divide with that word. Auto repair with personal care, 10:05. Matt Gibbs comes in here and brightens up the studio. He's always a fun person to have in here and just enjoy the time we spend together. 10:35. Congressman Richard Nugent is scheduled to be on with us today.
Yep.
I hope he makes it because I am always disappointed when he can't. And so, I mean, there's so many things you all want to talk to him about, and that's a great time to call in. But the key to this is that you have to listen at the very beginning because I'll tell you the date. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm not going to do a rebroadcast.
No.
So if he's not on today, then Robin and I will be talking about things related to the federal government, to Congress, etc.
Yeah.
But we won't have a congressman on hand to help us.
Right. That's right. So we'll do it.
But if Congressman Nugent is on, then you are listening to a live broadcast. I forgot we changed the way we're doing it.
Yep.
So that's how that goes. 11:05, Dr. Christine Horner. She's a board-certified surgeon, and she wants to talk to us about protecting yourself against breast cancer, mostly. Her book is called Waking the Warrior Goddess, but she covers a lot of different topics regarding female health issues, mostly. Fun with Joe. What happened to my Fun with Joe stuff?
Oh,
maybe I didn't print it up. Well,
okay.
I know what it is. Hold on, I'll remember. It's Joe's not here.
Right.
Joe's visiting family in South Carolina.
Yes.
Is that where he is?
Uh-huh.
Joe and Patsy. And so I think Dan is coming in to do Fun with Joe. I think.
Yeah.
And if so, whoever comes in here, the topic is one-hit wonders.
Oh, nice.
I'll either tell you the song or the group/artist, and then you either tell me the song that they had as a hit or the artist, depending on what I tell you. And then, I don't know, Galen is on vacation down in the Keys. Tom Davis, also from Life South, he's in Aruba.
Yeah, Aruba.
Everybody's away. You and I are here.
Yes, we are.
But I've been looking at Facebook, and I've been looking at the things people have been posting, and everybody's posting pictures of themselves catching fish. I mean, there's a lot of people out there fishing, which is a fine thing to do. I loved my times when I used to go fishing, and I wouldn't mind doing it again. But I don't have any real fishing. I have some fishing tales, actually, to tell.
Yeah, you do.
But I don't think anything that anybody would not believe. But Animal Planet has an article on their website called the five tallest fishing tales, and these are fun.
Oh my gosh.
These are fun fishing tales. So,
Gosh.
5 fishing tales that you will raise your eyebrows and go, what? No, come on. No.
Oh my, I can't wait.
So whether we have somebody on from Life South or not, that's the topic we'll be talking about during that segment of the morning.
The 5 tallest fishing tales. Wow.
The 5 tallest fishing tales. Now, speaking of that, in the news this morning, there was there were a couple of animal stories. First of all, you know that lottery that they do every year to select people who will be hunting alligators?
Yes.
I believe that starts today, the whole thing. Oh, no, Friday.
Oh.
Friday.
Oh.
Hunters will arrive Friday at the Loxahatchee National Wildlife Refuge to start killing alligators. 11 hunters. That's it. 11.
Gosh.
Were chosen from the lottery. 1,203 people were hoping to be selected.
Wow. So, it's what, 10% then?
They will be down there. They don't have to be there on Friday. They have there's a margin of time. They'll be working mostly at night. They are not allowed to use guns, but they are allowed to use shotgun shells and bullets.
Wow. And they're working mostly at night.
That's what it says, yeah. They use harpoons, spear guns, crossbows, and they also use a bang stick. And a bang stick, and I know we've talked about this before, is a pole, and on the end of the pole is a shotgun shell or a bullet. And the idea is they're supposed to spear the alligator right in the head so that... I know it sounds horrible. It sounds horrible. Well, the Animal Rights Foundation of Florida thinks it sounds horrible too, and so they are expected to be picketing those hunters and saying, stop being so cruel to animals. And then the other one, this was not an animal cruelty thing. Well, it is if you're a cat. There was a Burmese python down in Port St. Lucie that was eating cats.
I heard your news this morning.
Yeah. Sergeant John Holman got a call, said there's a large snake in the neighborhood. He had no idea how large it was. When he went looking, he did find a large cat. I mean, not a large cat, but he found a dead cat. He found, and it was retrieved and taken away live and will be in a sanctuary, a 12-foot, 120-pound python.
Wow.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. The Obama administration arming an enemy of our enemy.
What we're seeing here appears to be kind of a change in U.S. policy, sending arms directly to the Kurds in northern Iraq. Meantime, U.S. airstrikes have continued throughout the course of the weekend, taking out ISIS targets.
Fox's Doug Luzader. More good news at the gas pumps.
Prices continued to drop. In the past 2 weeks, the price is down 6 cents to $3.52. Also, it's been going on for 7 weeks. We have a total decline of 19 cents per gallon.
Industry analyst Trilby Lundberg. At Watkins Glen.
What a race, what a victory. A.J. Allmendinger is a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series winner.
Courtesy ESPN. Race overshadowed by Tony Stewart's absence.
Stewart had been taking part in a sprint car race in upstate New York the night before the Sunday Cup race when he struck and killed a driver, Kevin Ward Jr.
Fox Radio's Marche Tashina. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
That's the sound of your skin cooking. Because it's August, it's Florida, and it's hot. That's the sound of cool, refreshing water as you splash into your new Radiant Pool from ASP, America's swimming pool company. And right now is the perfect time to put a Radiant Pool in your yard. Not only will you be cooling off in style while adding value to your home, but now through Labor Day, with any Radiant Pool purchase, you'll receive an all-inclusive Cancun getaway vacation for 4. So you can enjoy your new pool all year round and get an incredible getaway vacation anytime you want it. And Radiant Pools can be installed underground, above ground, and anywhere in between. And did you know that you could finance your new pool with an interest rate as low as 4.99%. But you have to act now. This deal ends on Labor Day. So call ASP, America's Swimming Pool Company, 352-861-7229. That's 352-861-7229. Or stop by their new showroom, 9169 South Highway 441 in Ocala.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
When a guy wants to get serious, he'll introduce the woman in question to his friends. It's his way of letting her into his inner circle. Can't decide what to have for breakfast? Well, if you're feeling blue, go for oatmeal. So unless your company has an official pro-ink policy or the CEO or hiring manager has visible tattoos, you may want to cover up your tattoos until you're hired.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey everybody, this is Kelly Hart, your new host of the Ocala Magazine radio show. Join me every Friday at 10 a.m. when we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life with in-depth interviews from and about your community. So don't miss Marion County's favorite city magazine, Ocala Magazine, every Friday at 10 a.m. right here on 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
We are The Source, WOCA, news, talk, sports, and more.
All right, thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, 74 degrees here at The Source, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall on State Road 200. Still pretty dead out there, but beautiful looking. The sun is out. The clouds are out.
Oh, yeah.
They look like clouds anyway. Are they really
Yes,
clouds?
they do.
Clouds have such an interesting shape, don't they? Just so many different shapes a cloud could have.
And colors.
Different colors.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I just, I have been dreaming about clouds like this lately. And you've had your head up in the clouds. So.
We don't want to keep this.
Literally.
This is not an inside joke. Last week, Joe Martone called me, and he was hanging out with the owners of a new store that's opening up here in the Paddock Mall.
Brandon and Scott.
The new store is called Runner's Pace. Mm-hmm. And it's a running store. For those of you who like to run, my son is one of them. One of you. He likes to run. And he told me that it sounded like he said there weren't very many or there weren't any running stores in Ocala. So this would be either a first or one of a few. But anyway, and if I got it wrong, don't pick on me. I think you understand. But anyway, so that used to be a surfing store.
Yes.
Is that right?
Maui
It's
Gyms.
right next to Spencer's Gifts here in the Paddock Mall.
Mm-hmm.
So the owner, one of the owners of the business, named Scott, was visiting Joe over here at WOCA. And for those of you who have been here, you've seen a ceiling that I painted before we opened, and it's got clouds on it. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to know who did it. Joe told him it was me, and Joe called me and asked me if I could go over there and paint the ceiling over there. So I went over there, and when it was a surf shop, it was painted all black. I don't know what they put up there, probably, and they had some black lights up there, so they must have had things up there that looked cool.
Yeah.
Up against a black background with black lights, but they wanted a blue sky with clouds. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we had to first, of course, paint it blue. That was Saturday's assignment, and this is on a ladder, by the way.
Yeah, huge ladder.
The ladder is the biggest part of this story.
Yeah.
Because, I don't go up and down ladders very much. And, standing on a ladder painting is not so bad. Climbing a ladder, not so bad. Mm-hmm. It is getting down from the ladder. That was the hardest part for me. It is, I don't know, I'm just not out of shape, I guess. I need to be running. Yeah, and then here we are in the store that will be filled with, and in fact has a few pieces of merchandise that are obviously to be worn by people in really good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool stuff.
So anyway, this past weekend, and those of you who are Facebook friends have already seen the clouds and stuff that I painted on the ceiling in there. Mm-hmm. So there's a ribbon cutting I want to let you know about. The ribbon cutting is this Friday at 4:30. The Runner's Pace opens. Their grand opening is this Friday.
Yeah.
Which was little bit of pressure on me because I knew I had to get this cloud thing done. It took about, 9 hours?
9 hours,
9 hours total, about 3 for the blue and then about 6 for the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so when it was all done, my calves, my baby cows, my calves were so sore.
Yeah.
Aspirin is a wonderful, wonderful substance.
Yes.
Aspirin is not just for headaches, kids. It really did help. The ribbon cutting is this Friday. Don't go there for the clouds, though. Go there for the merchandise. And anyway, they've got some fun stuff. The grand opening at 4:30. They'll have an event from 5 till 9.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Bring your friends and family to the Runner's Pace and enjoy food, fun, and drink, and music, and raffles and giveaways. A ceremonial ribbon cutting as well. Ocala's first specialty running store will offer state-of-the-art gait analysis. By the way, there was a thing that checks you if you have flat feet.
Yeah.
And it was right there next to where I was sitting for my breaks because I took a lot of breaks.
Well, you had to. It's tough.
And so I checked out, and I definitely am a flat-footed man.
And the guys at the store are so great. This is not a chain. It is their store, so it's very unique, and you're not going to be able to find what they have, anywhere. They're just so wonderful. They know what runners want.
So
These guys are in shape,
So
too.
there's one ribbon cutting. I want to tell you about one more, and we do have a phone call. Where's my mouse? I can't answer the phone without a mouse. Here it is.
That's right.
It's pushed way back there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's stuck.
Remember when you could just pick up a phone and say hello?
I know.
Let me go to the phone first. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for calling.
Good morning.
Hey.
I think we're going to have to rename you Larry Angelo after all these ceilings in town you've been painting.
No, I only did 2.
I know, but they're beautiful.
Oh, thanks, Linda. I appreciate that.
I was amazed how you could paint it solid blue on Saturday and have all those beautiful scenery of the clouds done by Sunday. Huey said they should put sprinkler systems in the clouds and let it rain every so often.
There are 2 sprinklers up there.
Can you imagine
on
that?
Cloudy days, on like when hurricane season, when we think we're gonna have a hurricane threat,
Yeah,
we'll
right.
turn the sprinkler on for a half an hour.
Just turn them on,
They were
yeah.
beautiful though.
Yeah, the only thing with
I was
turning on the
impressed.
sprinklers, I think the only thing is you can't turn them off once you turn them on.
That's right.
I think that's the problem with them.
But it was beautiful.
Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it.
You have a great day.
And for those who want to know a little secret, this is just between us. I know this is a little club here on WOCA.
Yeah.
So you guys, you're in on the secret. I hid a runner in the clouds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks cool.
So there's a runner hidden in the clouds.
Yeah, a couple other things are in there, too.
All right. I know we have a serious topic we want to talk about, but one more ribbon cutting. Tomorrow, there's a ribbon cutting at Young Living Essential Oils.
Mm-hmm.
Young Living Essential Oils. Their ribbon cutting is at 4 p.m., and you can help them launch Young Living Essential Oils. Let's see, that's the name of the business. Where are they? Oh, it's at the CEP boardroom. That's where they're going to be.
Yep.
And that's at 310 Southeast 3rd Street here in Ocala. And there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Go down to the boardroom of the Chamber of Economic Partnership at 4 o'clock and help them celebrate the ribbon cutting. Does that mean they don't have a storefront? Is that what that means?
Yes.
It's like an internet business or something?
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And then there'll be 2 more this week that you'll tell everybody
Do
later
that
about.
Right now, I want to talk about it. All right, now later on at 9:05, Angie Boynton will be here. Angie is one of our elected officials. She's a board member of the school board. I'll just repeat what I said earlier. If you are running for office and you want 10 minutes of free airtime, WOCA offers it to you. It is 10 minutes per station, not per show.
Yes.
So if you come on Hank Whittier's Veteran Show and get 10 minutes, that's your 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If you come on Buddy Martin and Tom Schmitz's program in the afternoon, that's your 10 minutes. If you come on our show, that's your 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So take advantage of it. And Robin pointed out earlier that you can buy time. The law says we have to give you the best rate we have.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't beat it. I mean, you
That's right.
You can't beat the opportunity, and it's an important thing. All right. So let's talk about some of the elections. First of all, I got my official primary ballot, and I also have one from Ronnie, from your husband.
Yeah.
Ronnie didn't know I did that, but
No.
I didn't infringe on his privacy. I just put his name because he's a Democrat.
Yeah.
So I got one from the Republican Party, which is me, and the Democratic Party, which is Ronnie. And so this, on the ballot, first of all, we have the governor and lieutenant governor. None of the lieutenant governors have been named yet.
No.
So they're not on the ballots. However, in the Republican Party, in addition to Rick Scott, Elizabeth Cuevas Neunder is running, and Yinka Abosid Adeshina is running. Wow.
Gosh.
Did you know that there were two other primary candidates in the Republican Party up against Rick Scott? So he has to defeat them before he defeats whoever is selected from the Democrat Party.
I only found out when I got my absentee ballot in the mail, so I thought, wow.
And so we don't know anything about these two women. Right?
No.
Is Yinka another woman?
I don't know. That I don't even know. I don't know anything about them.
Well, let me look it up.
So I will delve into the political realm this week and mail back my absentee ballot, and then it will be done.
Yinka. Abosede.
Okay.
You need to talk.
I think voting in the primary is...
Hold on, I found it. She's a lady, yeah. Okay. I mean, she sounds like a lady. The name sounds like a lady's name, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Well, hold on a minute. Who's this?
I don't know. Is it a fellow?
No, this is a lady, too. Wait a minute. Well, they're both ladies.
There's two more running against Rick Scott. So, they might... Well, whoever they are, they did enough to qualify to be on the ballot. So somebody somewhere must know about them.
I have no idea. All right. Well,
but they qualified to be on the ballot.
They qualified to be on the ballot, yes.
Yeah, so their communities must know about them.
Here it is. The hottest governor's race in the nation will have to wait. While much of the state prepares for Governor Rick Scott... Oh, man, I missed my weather.
Oh. Well.
No, not oh well.
No, I know you'll fix it.
We need to move forward. I need to take a break. And we're just getting started with this, and I've probably spent too much time talking about the cloud painting. All right, we need to take a little break, and we'll be right back. We've got weather, and of course, we've got a couple of commercials to play, and then we'll be back. Deal?
Deal.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, times of sun and clouds. There'll be a thunderstorm around this afternoon and evening, the high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy later tonight, low 72 to 76. Tomorrow, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon and evening, high 88 to 92. For Wednesday, clouds and sun with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 90 to 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. And with summer here, it's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
Good credits, bad credits. It's
It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Thank you. 12 minutes now before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Right now here at the Paddock Mall, it is 74 degrees, and we've got like a 60% chance of rain today. So, all right, so let's talk about the upcoming elections a little bit. The hottest governor's race in the nation is right here in the state of Florida. While much of the state prepares for Governor Rick Scott to battle former Governor Charlie Crist in the governor's mansion, neither has a clear path to the party's nomination. Technically, anyway. That became clear this week. Actually, it was back in June when I'm reading the article from. Sarasota County resident Elizabeth Cuevas Niunda qualified to run for governor against Scott, and Democrat Nan Rich qualified to take on Crist, who is running as a Democrat. And in addition to that, Yinka oh boy, my eyes. Hold on.
My eye.
Yinka Abosidi Adeshina. Boy, both ladies have hard names. Okay. As a result, before Crist and Scott, both of whom qualified Monday, can battle in the fall. They will be on the ballot August 26th in their respective party primaries. Here in Marion County, early voting starts this Saturday.
Yep.
Here in Marion County, early voting starts this Saturday.
Yep.
Nan Rich is a former state senator who has been actively campaigning for more than a year. So she is up against Charlie Crist. Charlie Crist kind of brushes her off, though, making it seem like she's not even important. He's battling Rick Scott as if he's already passed the primary.
Yeah, Nan Rich is a household name.
Wow.
You know.
But Cuevas Niunda and frequent state and national candidate Yinka Abosid Adeshina of Tallahassee were a bit of a surprise. They both paid the $7,800 filing fee to run for governor. Wow. Cuevas Niunda, a Palmer Ranch resident, is no stranger to Republican politics. In 1998, well, I'm not going to read all that. But anyway, so you have these candidates to look at in the governor's race. Mm-hmm. And I think it's only fair that we understand what they stand for.
Oh, certainly.
You already know Rick Scott. You know what he's done and you know what he stands for pretty much. You also know what he stood for and how he changed his mind over the years. But that's not to be necessarily a slam, because if you believe what I believe, then anybody who's involved in intelligent debate will change his or her mind now and then, because once in a while you find out that you're the one who's the wrong one.
Yeah.
The same thing apparently with Charlie Crist, although I have my skepticism over him. I don't, I must give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't want to say what I'm thinking, but the benefit of the doubt is that he truly did have a change of heart. He truly did feel like he was more of a Democrat while he was a Republican. It's almost like feeling, I was really gay all along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's a bad comparison, but anyway.
Yeah.
And then Nan Rich is up against him. All right, let's talk about the school board because Angie Boynton is coming on later on, and that's the office that she is running for.
Yes.
Now let me tell you who she's up against, just so you know. There are 3 seats on the Marion County School Board up for general election on August 26th. Mm-hmm. The general election determines if candidates for each seat can garner a majority of the vote total. If no candidate receives 50% plus 1 of the general election votes in the particular district, the top 2 vote recipients go to the runoff elections on November 4th. So in other words, this election could choose, who is who's on the school board. Incumbents Bobby James, Angie Boynton, her real name is Angelia Lorraine Boynton, by the way, and Ronald Bruce Crawford. Ron Crawford face challengers in districts 3, 4, and 5. Angie's coming in here this morning to defend her position with them.
And Ron Crawford's coming on next week, so.
Oh, is he? Okay.
On our show.
The job of school board, in case you want to know what it pays, if you're interested in running next year, pays $37,729 a year.
Wow.
The county commission seats, by the way, not that we're talking about the county commission right now, but that job pays $78,519 a year.
Gosh. Golly. Man, that's...
The job in both cases, school board and county commission, is a 4-year term.
Gosh.
So if you get elected, you have 4 guaranteed years of those 2 salaries.
That's right.
Just so you know. You'll also be voting for the Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, the Villages Community Development District number 4, which some of you, if you're living there, will be voting, not all of us. The Candler Hills East Community Development District, seats 1, 4, and 5, and Indigo East Community Development Districts 2, 3, and 5. No salary for any of those.
Oh, okay.
No salary for any of those. So just so you know, but they're all 4-year positions.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
One of the biggest issues that the school board had to deal with this past year to put into the code of conduct for this coming school year was the cyberbullying issue. And I don't, because Angie only has 10 minutes with us later on, I'm almost going to just let her talk.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be fair of me well, it would be, I don't know. I'll just play it by ear. I'll see what happens. She's our first candidate, right? This year?
Yeah, first this year.
I do it every year. I always have to get back into the swing of it every time we do this.
Yeah.
But anyway, as you know, there was some bad news. On September 10th of 2013, a girl in Lakeland, a 12-year-old girl, committed suicide after being bullied on social media. I'm sure you remember that story. Her peers harassed her. Her name was Rebecca Sedgwick. Horrible, horrible story. According to the New York Times, Rebecca Sedgwick became one of the youngest members of a growing list of children and teenagers driven to suicide because of online taunting. So to deal with this, the Marion County Public Schools, in the 2013 and 2014 Code of Student Conduct, the one that they're using right now, and the one that they will continue to use, I believe there are some changes. Maybe Angie can answer that a little bit. The Code of Conduct addresses cyberbullying incidents taking place on campus only. As the code stands, if students are being harassed outside of school walls, there's little educators and officials can do to stop it. Oh, okay, that's where they're changing it. According to the Huffington Post, there's another website. It's kind of clear that Facebook is something us older people are using. The kids are using other things. One of the things that the kids are using is called Yik Yak. Yikyak.
Okay.
And the creators of Yik Yak have cooperated with requests from school officials to block access to the app in nearly 85% of U.S. high schools after an increase in cyberbullying cases because Yik Yak, I believe, allows you to post your nasty stuff anonymously.
Oh.
And not that
Cowards.
it's intended for nasty stuff, but it allows you to post anonymously.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. You got to make sure you know who's writing what.
The current wording in the code will be updated to meet the requirements of the Florida state statutes that govern this. The statute prohibits harassment through the use of technology away from school grounds if the bullying disrupts students' education in the classroom. So that'll be the difference in the new code of conduct. Before, you couldn't be bullying on your, social media in school, but you could do it out of school without anybody, getting in trouble. But now that is against the law, in part because of that young girl named Rebecca.
Well, it should be. People are stupid.
Tiffany Cowie, C-O-W-I-E, Public Information Officer for the Florida Department of Education, said by creating better communication through the new and improved Code of Conduct, parents and educators can be made aware of any arising issues before they become problematic. So that's I guess that's a done deal. That's not really an issue that we'll have to be debating over.
Yeah, but we should be aware of it, and all the students should, and there's no reason to be mean to other people and bully other people.
Yeah, but you're talking to kids. So in Marion County, let's see, we have 337,000 plus people, and I guess 92,000 of us are registered as Republicans, 77,000 registered as Democrats, and
Gosh, I wonder what the turnout will be this time in the primary. I hope it's a good one.
in the primary, yeah. Well, you know what they're saying, 20%.
Yeah, that's what I heard you say on your news. It's like 20%.
20%. And you know what? That sounds high to me.
Yeah, it does.
That actually sounds like a good number, because I remember years past it was 8% in the primaries. But maybe because of the governor's race, it's a little bit more interesting to people.
That could be.
But still, what happens is the few people who do show up are still the ones who make the decisions.
Yeah.
They're still the ones who end up deciding who is on the school board. There was one thing I wanted to read here to you. It was like not the best news about Marion County schools, although, I'm not a Marion County school hater, by the way. We work with the schools.
Oh, yeah, they're wonderful.
You and I do, but let me see if I have this here.
We sure do. We enjoy them so much.
Yeah.
Kevin Christian and his guys do a great job.
Anyway, so we have not the best numbers. I'll have to find this before Angie comes in, because I want to ask her about it.
Okay.
Marion County, seven members elected, 4-year terms. I already covered that. All right. Well, never mind. Thank you. Anyway, I'll look it up. There was a report here that and it was on the website Ballotpedia. I don't know if you've ever used this website. It's ballotpedia.org, ballotpedia.org, and then you look for Marion County. You can find any district in the whole country.
Wow.
And find out some election information about any district. Okay, I know we went a little bit long with that. We'll take a little break and be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. A shift in strategy in Iraq. The U.S. has begun sending arms to Kurdish forces fighting militants instead of just selling weapons to Iraq. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel.
We're going to continue to support the Iraqi security forces in every way that we can.
Hagel in Australia, which is joining the U.S. to supply aid to Iraqi refugees. In Ferguson, Missouri, thousands attend a vigil for teen Michael Brown, who was shot Saturday several times by police. Near the shooting scene, not so peaceful.
Among the businesses hit by the looters, a Quick Trip on West Florissant, not far from here. The looters going into that store. The store destroyed, set on fire.
Chris Renier of Fox affiliate KTVI. In New Orleans, a drive-by shooting killed 2 people and wounded 5 in the lower 9th Ward, an area heavily hit by Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network. Giving
Alice?
Yes, George?
I'm royalty at Devon Self-Storage now on Highway 200 across from Hobby Lobby. It says so right here in this letter.
George, I read that letter too, and it's Devon's loyalty rewards. Pay 3 months in advance, get 5% off. Pay 6 months in advance, get 7% off. Pay 12 months in advance and get 10% off.
See, Alice, Devon Self-Storage treats me like royalty. Just call them at 873-0777.
Yes, George, yes.
look who just walked in the room. Joel Wiesner from What's Up Ocala. Hey, Joel, I'm looking for something to do this weekend. You got any ideas?
Absolutely. Check out our event calendar online at www.whatsupocala.com, and there is plenty of events there for you. Daily news updates to event reviews and magazine articles.
Really?
We've organized it all in one place online for you to cut through all of the hassle of finding something to do this weekend. We have a daily event calendar, a bi-monthly magazine, and we also do daily news articles.
All right, Joel, that's perfect. Thanks so much.
Yeah, whatsupocala.com.
All right, thank you. 3 minutes after 8 o'clock. Why is there like a hollow sound in here? 3 minutes after 8 o'clock, and a nice-looking Monday. I know there's a 70 or 60% chance it'll rain today. Right now, the temperature here at the Paddock Mall is 75 degrees, and hope you're having a good Monday. It is, after all, August. This might. When does school start again? Is it
Monday?
A week from today?
From today, yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep, orientation is Thursday and Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't see anybody on the phone from Life South, which means that we will do our piece for them on our own. But I wanted to kind of, one loose end I had at the last thing we were doing, I wanted to read this to you because I couldn't find it, and I was just trying to drag on my feet. But here it is. Marion County underperformed in comparison to the rest of Florida in terms of higher education achievements in 2012.
Gosh.
The United States Census Bureau found that 17.1% of Marion County residents aged 25 years and older had attained a bachelor's degree, compared to 26.2% for Florida as a whole. Mm-hmm. And of course, that's not public schools, which the school board oversees, but that's the median household income in Marion County was $39,770 compared to $47,309 for the state of Florida. I'm only chuckling because you're yawning.
I can't, though, because I'm on camera,
know.
so I have to...
Just explain.
Hold it in.
I saw that you posted something after midnight.
And do all that.
And I know you were up all weekend with it.
You're painting and everything, I know.
He was my spotter. If I ever fell off that ladder, you couldn't have stopped me.
No, but I would have tried to guide you down. I would have done something.
Guide me down.
It was just you and I there.
At the speed of falling.
Well, you never know what kind of superhuman strength a person has when somebody else is in trouble, You never know. Adrenaline kicks in.
Just do me a favor. Don't try to catch me if I fall. But anyway, so I wanted to kind of pick up where I left off just to tie up that loose end that I left you with. Okay. Now I do have a fun topic. Galen Unold is down in the Keys with his family. He has posted some photographs of some fish that he's caught or his children have caught. Somebody's caught, right?
Yeah.
Tom Davis, also from Life South, is in Aruba.
Yes.
So two of the head honchos from Life South are not in the area.
No.
Nobody's on the phone to do the Life South bit with us, so we'll do it for them. The segment that we do each morning with Galen Unold and sometimes with Tom Davis is sponsored by Penn Flooring.
Yes,
Did you know that? They provide quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Isn't it interesting? The first thing they tell you about is their service, not their product.
Yeah,
That's an important thing. Stop in and visit the spacious showroom and see their products, see their floorings. They are at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. We use Penn Flooring right here at WOCA, and I think you should too, because we have not been disappointed at all.
No, it wears well. Very well.
And the service is absolutely true. They came in a couple times when something needed to be tweaked that we messed up on.
Yeah.
And they fixed it for us. So.
They're wonderful.
All right. So everybody's away. Your brother is in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, he just got home now because...
Oh, he's home now?
Yeah, because up in Lake City's teacher week is this week, just like here.
So today is his first official day of retirement.
Yep.
Because that was his vacation.
Yeah.
His last vacation of his career as a teacher.
35 years.
And so today's his first day as a retired man.
Yep.
He's going to go fishing is what I'm getting at here.
That's right. And he's got a catfish pond by his house. Anytime he wants catfish to eat, he fishes and gets them out and fries them up. And
really? See, I don't know if I could do that. But anyway, so I have some tall fishing tales I wanted to tell you about. But let me tell you this first. I don't know what the state of the blood supply is. I can tell you this, though, that your blood will not be wasted. If you donate a unit of blood, I call it a pint of blood, whatever it is,
yeah,
you will be saving 3 lives. don't ask me to explain how 1 pint saves 3 lives. I don't have that knowledge. I know it's been told to me 100 times, but I don't know it. The thing is, just trust me. Everybody who works for Life Health will tell you that you save 3 lives. Somehow they separate the blood and something. But anyway, all you need to know is how to do this. It is simple. You go to Life Health, you lay down on their couch, you watch TV, you tell them which arm you prefer,
Yes.
and they will take the blood from you.
Exactly.
It doesn't hurt. It's not scary. You get cookies. You get juice.
Popcorn.
You save 3 lives by doing basically nothing. A half hour later, you're out of there. Look at it as a way to kind of just force yourself to kind of chill. Just calm down from whatever it is you're doing all day.
Take a break.
Now, if you're like me and you're 40-something years old and you never gave blood, when I first gave blood when I was in my 40s, I did not give blood because I was afraid. I'm not afraid of the pain, not afraid of the needle, but afraid of the fact that I thought I might become faint, or in fact faint, in front of women who were taking blood.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that embarrassing moment to happen. A big guy, passing out because of blood. Well, it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. Good morning. How you doing? Anyway, and if you do feel like it's going to happen, you just lay there. Just say, nah, you know what? I feel pretty like I stay here. If you actually are honest with them, and I've seen this happen with some of the others, they'll say, I feel a little dizzy. It's usually psychological. They'll bring some cold ice packs, and you'll feel fine.
Yeah, they take care of you.
You get so. If you want attention from women, let me tell you something. Just pretend like you're feeling faint over at the blood center.
Yeah.
They'll hover around you like
all of them.
like fish.
Yeah, they flock, just like fish, and you can
Just
have.
come over. I'm gonna do that next time.
When you want to reel in.
I think I'm feeling faint.
There you go.
They'll all leave you. They'll be hovering around me.
Of course.
All right, so I have some fishing tales I want to share with you. This is according to the Animal Planet, and they put them in order, I guess, of their favorites. So their their 5th favorite, we'll go from 5 down to 1. When President George W. Bush went on a fishing trip with Russian President Vladimir Putin, they went fishing on a lake near the Bush family compound in Kennebunkport, Maine.
Okay.
According to the New York Times, Russian President Putin caught a bass and was photographed in the Bush boat.
Okay.
George Bush's boat. He's photographed holding the fish that, to the experienced fishing eyes, appears to be about 20 inches long. This is the experienced fishing eyes.
Okay.
By the time the leaders of the world had reached the dock, however, Putin's fish miraculously had grown to 31 inches. Or at least it must have, because that's how big President Bush told reporters that the fish was that President Putin caught.
Wow.
So Bush decided to exaggerate on behalf of his arch rival. Just to have, I just don't want to be enemies. This is a guy, I'm fishing with the man. He's in control of Russia. I'm in control of the U.S. It's a 20-inch fish. It's 31.
Yeah, and
All right.
11 inches.
The controversy drew international media attention, with 2 Russian TV stations openly doubting the size of their president's fish.
Jeez.
Some speculated that President Bush fibbed as a way to improve relations between the United States and Russia.
Oh, that's funny.
David D. Benedetto, editor of the fishing journal Saltwater Sportsman, went to find out exactly what happened. And this is what he said. He said, "We've all had a non-fisherman on the boat, haven't we, who has added a few inches or pounds. So just drop it." That's how he handled it when people asked him.
It's a lot more important things.
Do you know, when my son was younger, we went to North Carolina, and we went to the Cherokee Casino. He was too young to go in, and I did not know that children couldn't go into a casino. And he ended up going into a game room while I went into the casino, because I really had never been to a casino. So I had this roll of quarters. What's a roll of quarters? $10?
Yes.
And it went down to about $5, and then it went up to about $7, and it went down to about $6, and it went up to about $8, and it went down to about $7. So it was going up and down and up and down and up and down. I said, you know what? I've had enough of this. I don't need to do anymore. And then you had given me 4 quarters for Alex to bet with because she knew we were going up there. And so I go into the game room to get Alex thinking, oh my gosh, I'm being a bad dad. I'm here gambling and he's in there in the game room probably waiting for me, sitting in the corner. No, it wasn't the way it was. He was having a blast. He was playing those video games, shooting things out of the sky. So he was having such a fun time. And then I remembered that you had given him 4 quarters. Now, the gambling bug bit me a little bit. So I did want to go back in. So I used that as an excuse. I said, Aunt Robin, for those who don't know, Alex calls Robin Aunt Robin.
Yeah, I love him.
So Aunt Robin gave you 4 quarters. I'll go bet them for you. And so I went in, and the first 3 quarters just disappeared. And I said, okay, 1 more quarter. That's it. And the next quarter won a bunch of money. And then and then I bet some more, and it kept going up. And I think it went up to $80. Mm-hmm. And then I kept betting, and then it went down to $50, and then I cashed out. So I had like $50 in quarters or nickels or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it was all in a pocket.
That's cool.
It was all in a pocket. So I went into the game room to show him.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, I do have some more fishing stories to tell you. This has a fishing story in it.
Yeah.
So I went back to the game room to show him, and it looked so large amount of money because it was all in coins. All right, so then, of course, we had to trade it in for cash, which we did. And then we left. He had his game room. I had my casino fill, and we left. Now, driving down the road, there was a sign, and it said, trout fishing up this way. You go up a hill. Mm-hmm. So there was an arrow. So we drove up the hill, and there was this like fishing place where they were raising trout. Mm-hmm. I guess. I mean, there was a pond stocked with trout, and the thing said, children can fish for free, but you have to pay by the pound for any fish you catch. Mm-hmm. Okay. There was a huge fish that all the kids were trying to catch. Yeah. All the kids were trying to catch this huge fish. And somehow Alex managed to catch it.
Yeah.
To the chagrin of all the other kids.
I love the picture.
Right? And then, so he pulls it out, of course, and then it's weighed, and it's 5 pounds. Now, I didn't know. 5 pounds is not a big fish, but it looked big to me. Mm-hmm. And it looked big compared to him because he was just a little kid.
Yeah.
So I have an understanding of what a 5 pound fish looks like anyway, or at least a 5 pound trout. and by the way, the money that we won at the casino had to be spent on the fish. That's the connection. All right, we'll be right back with more fishing stories.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, times of sun and clouds. There'll be a thunderstorm around this afternoon and evening, the high 88 to 92. Partly cloudy later tonight, low 72 to 76. Tomorrow, times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon and evening, high 88 to 92. For Wednesday, clouds and sun with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 90 to 94. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, has serious new allegations to answer to. One report indicates he sneaks into candy shops and steals all the chocolate because he hates happy children. Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, causes 87% of traffic backups. It's proven by science. Jake Rush single-handedly raises gas prices and even tried to stop Al Gore from inventing the internet. And here's the truth. The over-the-top false accusations being made about Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, are why good people don't run for office. Jake Rush didn't say or do any of it. There are a lot of things Jake will admit to. He is a former deputy sheriff, a father, husband, a constitutional lawyer, a straight shooter, a Christian, and a live-action role player. What does that mean? Jake is an amateur actor. Emphasis on amateur. Find out the truth for yourself and learn about Jake's commitment to reduce the national debt, repeal Obamacare, and balance the budget. Visit JakeRushForCongress.com. Paid for by Jake Rush for Congress.
I'm Jake Rush, and I approve this message.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
When a guy wants to get serious, he'll introduce the woman in question to his friends. It's his way of letting her into his inner circle. Can't decide what to have for breakfast? Well, if you're feeling blue,